Tunes, we're going to get Sean O'Keefe to do a bit of dancing. What a man. We're going to get Sean up there now with us. Sean O'Keefe.
Right, Sean, thanks to Rosie and the hall. Very busy. Eddie, you come up here and we'll do a spot first.
Before I do my big one, I want to say this is a little ditty. It's chapters with tracking out this guy. It's only 4 or 5 lines, and it's called The Mouse on the Barroom Floor. Some Guinness was spilled on the barroom floor when the pub was closed for the night, and out of his hole crept a wee brown mouse and stood in the pale moonlight. He lapped up the frothy Guinness with glee, and back on his haunches he sat. And all night long you could hear him roar, "Bring on the goddamn cat!" And Cassidy is with me. No, you must listen to the first line, because if you don't get the first line, you don't get the gist of the whole thing. Cassidy is ready. Little Charlie Cassidy had just turned 64. When his mother said to him one day, "You're a grown boy now, so 'tis nearly time you settle down," she said. "You're in the prime of life. So off you go, my brave young man, and find yourself a wife." Now, Charlie had a roving eye, and he fancied quite a few, but fancying and marrying were not the same, he knew. Should he have his mother's farm someday, and all her lovely cows? So he'd have to be particular about his wedding vows. Now, the wife of Charlie Cassidy would have to stake her claim. She'd have to be respectable with something to her name. So Charlie shaved and shirted and brushed his barley pate and he went and asked Mike Dunnigan for his daughter, Mary Kate. He looked at her and turned away, for Mary Kate was plain. But when he saw the father's farm, he turned and looked again. So Charlie asked young Mary Kate to be his loving wife, and she chased him down the boring with a 10-inch carving knife. The undertaker, Mr. Green, had a daughter, Julie Ray. So Charlie called upon the girl with flowers one fine day. She don't want to look at Cassidy. And then she said, "'Tis true, sure my father often buried better looking lads than you." Now, Ned Brogan was a wealthy man, but rough, as Charlie knew. Still, he had 7 daughters, the youngest 42. So he called at Brogan's home. At last, he had a chance. But all he got was 10 yards stabbed and gunshot in his pants. Still, there's a happy ending to our story just the same. Our hero found a wife at last, someone to take his name. Little Charlie Cassidy was married yesterday to the widow McInerney, mountainous and grey. Now, Charlie didn't fancy her. She's 50, fat and grim. But that was quite beside the point, for the widow fancied him.
I don't think any of you has a kind of knowledge to listen, but I also heard them singing.
To my children call you daddy, is my darling hope to you. You know, I know you're feeling happy, but I'm still feeling blue. As I drive by every morning, see the man I used to be. How does it feel to be the brand new Mr. Me? Down the road from broken love, I still see heaven up above. And I can't believe that's where I used to be. And I don't know how you live, knowing that it's my love that she gives. How does it feel to be the brand new Mr. Me? Well, you didn't take her from me, I left her there for you. And it's the nights I left her lonely, made her change from me to you. If I had given her the love she needed, she'd still be loving me. How does it feel to be the brand new Mr. Me? Down the streets from broken love, I still see heaven up above. And I can't believe that's where I used to be. And I don't know how you live, knowing that it's my love that she gives. How does it feel to be the brand new Mr. Me?
We're going to get Steve here to I think you're going to say a poem.
This is two lines about most you will know about anyhow. Didn't too far away from me. There's a lovely old spot in my own native land. My thoughts wander back there whenever I can. To its purple flat mountains, its valleys so green, all along by the cliffs, it's my native lovely Clownkeene. Once again for the walk by its valleys and streams, its magic and beauty one sees only in dreams. The great two-top mountains seem to reach to the sky as we climb to the top in those days long gone by. By the roadside there stands a church so supreme to Mary, our Mother, our Heavenly Queen. It's here where we pray for the things that might be in Our Lady of the Wayside in lovely Clownkeene. Second page. A few miles from here, at Headford so grand, brave Almond and Bailey gave their lives for this land. Another brave hero in those days long since gone. We remember Mick Sullivan back there in Knock-Ons. Oh, for the old days, how I love to stand there to wait at Lou Bridge for the train to Kenmare. Those thoughts in my mind, they are only sweet dreams of the kind folks and places around lovely Clownkeene.
Come on, Ken. Fantastic. That's how I go in the office again. No. Come on, Ted. Geez, that was nice. Johnny?
Just after Christmas I remember the year. A boy and his sweetheart sat there on the pier. Tomorrow he'll be leaving for over the foam. And he said, I'll be back when the robins come home. Oh dear, I will be back when the robins come home. I'll have enough money to make you my own. Don't be too lonely now while I am gone, for I will be back when the robins come home. The winter passed slowly, sometimes he was sad. He said in his letter the weather was bad, and how he missed her while out on the phone, and prayed for the day when the robins come home. I will be back when the robins come home. I'll have enough money to make you my own. Don't be too lonely now while I am gone, for I will be back when the robins come home. The schooner she waited for was coming at last, but joy turned to sorrow, the flag was half-mast. Teardrops were falling on the first day of spring, as her tears wet his casket, the robin did sing. I will be back when the robins come home. I'll have enough money to make you my own. Don't be too lonely now while I am gone, for I will be back when the robins come home. I will be back when the robins come home. I'll have enough money to make you my own. Don't be too lonely now while I am gone, for I will be back when the robins come home. Yes, I will be back when the robins come home.
Come on, Johnny. Johnny, you're happy. We're going to get the O'Connors from Beaufort up here. Come on away up, girls and boys. Well done, Johnny, you'll never get it. These are the O'Connors from Beaufort. They're fine musicians. I don't know how many O'Connors, but... and Roshi Cassell.
Two we might have to share. Actually, no, we'll tap it up.
I get the draw with Jolly. See how we're fixed now.
So we have a singer as well. What's your name again? This is Chloe O'Connor, Roisin Kisan, Amy O'Connor, and Evan O'Connor. So you're the one time here, aren't you? That's the one over there. Of course, she's a Glenflesk lady. Originally, Brian. Where? Find it down, yeah. Leave Brian will be her brother. And that's her crowd very proud of us. But anyway, so that's great.
Sun is down. Time will heal this heartfelt pain as soon as and there's no one near. Wish I could hold you, wish you were here. Song of song of old, beg Macreesh of Rashta, gun who was Thor, no gossip reassuring, HSB Swina, Aaron Gulds I chopped, oh Macreesh Amok. Look out your window when you're feeling blue. You'll see a bluebird looking in at you. Lay down your head, let yourself be free. Take in your deepest breath and sing with me. Sarnalia, song of old, beg Macreesh of Rashta, gun who was Thor, no gossip reassuring, HSB Swina, Aaron Gulds I chopped, oh Macreesh Amok, oh Macreesh Amok.
Super, we're gonna do one last step first. We're gonna do one more? Huh?
Who's paying? One second.
Perfect. We're going to go down here to... That's okay, that was fantastic. We're going to go down to Betty. And I can have a fight over which one of them is going to say or do something. Kathleen and Tom are here.
Anyway, thanks for an organised entertainment, absolutely brilliant. I'm going to, first of all, I feel kind of at home here because my mum was a Glenflesk woman, so I'm among my own. I do a parody of the Roxabon. Come on, ye girls and lovers, attention pay to me. Don't join up with shall no singer till you know what his tune will be. For he'll go out in the evening and he'll not return till dawn. He'll be stuck in some old sheepy and he'll sing the rocks of on. It started out quite simply. He'd sing a song or two, and then he'd join in the chorus, especially when I had a few. He'd sing a marvelous glory from the clear daylight he dawn, and then he'd roll his eyes up to the sky, and he'd sing the rocks of on. But Mavro, that singing thing became his major passion, and he bored much more often now to a gathering or a session. And I stay up and wait for him till on me till dawn, that he'll not come home till he'll get forth and sing the rocks of on. From Scotty Glen to Abbeyfield, or at the Kerry Flat, not to mention Miltown Malbert, wherever there is an ad. He'll be home in the afternoon and he'll sing, just count the one, but he'll not be back unto the sack till he sings the rocks of on. His shoes are never polished, his stockings they are thin. Sometimes he's just home in time to plough the wheelie bin. He never has a while to weed or mow the lawn, for he's ploughing his way so far away among the rocks of on. God forgive you, Jerry Healy, when he hears your number ring. His face lights up and he clears his throat and he'll have to go and sing. To meet up with Donald the Hearty there, who sings all those great runs, in case he can't get through his right and sing the rocks of on. I wish that Ellen Keefe there would send him home in time, so that I could have his company while I'm still in my prime. Oh, I'd give up Coronation Street and my videos I would pawn, just to have him home with me alone and forget about the rocks of on. I thought I'd get the internet to keep him home at night. It was my last initiative to help me in my plight. But then he found that mudcat site with 6,000 more rounds to add to his repertoire and to the rocks of on. So, come on, ye girls and lovers, now you can have my sad fate. Stay away from singing sessions if we're looking for a mate. For he'll court you with a storm of cream, and on you he will fawn. But when you're wed, he'll leave your bed to sing the rocks of on.
Well done, Catherine. We've had your tongue. We had all of the tongue. Yes, Catherine.
Yeah, but when we done the recitation while ago about Charlie, for the man looking for a woman or for a wife. And this is the recitation, it's called Looking for a Woman, and it's kind of a filling out a CV. I'm looking for a woman, for I'm getting big and old. My hair is getting thinner and my blood is getting cold. I've been thinking about this for ages and I have it in my head. The man who doesn't have a woman will never do water in the bed. The mammy is gone 90 now and she can't nostril no more. And when she is gone, who left through the washing and the ironing or sweep the kitchen floor? To bake the bread, to milk the cow, or make soup from a bowl. To help me with the hair cut. I'm sure I can't do it all on my own. When I was young, there was plenty girls. There was brunettes, light blondes and red. But the mammy said to take with time and stick with her instead. You'll have plenty time for girls if when I am gone. Sure girls are till penny. And any fellow who has 13 acres will have his choice of any. Well, I walked out Mary Kelleher for 20 years or more. One night she said we should be wed. She was told me 44. But when I told her I should ask the mammy first to see if she would mind, Mary gave me a kick when it hurts the most and another up the behind. And when I told her mammy said that I should wait, she turned on me for sure. She said, you can go and stick with mammy, you're mangy, miserable whore. When I met the Winnie Sweeney, now she had a handsome dame, but when I had found out she'd already buried for me, I was no longer a dame. I told her I was rather weak and not fit for endurance. She said she wouldn't worry about that, but she would want to go with my life insurance. Then I met with Mary Bullock. She'd landed in cattle by the score, but she was brown and wrinkled, like a woodworm radish door. She had Watson's biggest chestnuts and bristles on her chin, and a face like a bulldog chewing a wasp after he got a great big sting. But I could overlook these drawbacks if her bank account was full, but I was afraid that she was built something like a Shirley bull. The man said, don't mind the look, should it be doing it in the dark? I'm afraid it would be like kissing a slave or kissing a tiger shark. Now I'm turning 70 and it's time I made a move. I have a house and a dresser, a table and a stove. I don't have any money because I lost it all in the shares of Anglo-Irish Bank. But there's no title in the house that we not built for a septic tank. When we get a call of nature, we squat between the rocks. There's plenty grass to wait for us, and there's gone loads of big ducks. I'm looking for I don't want the one that dyes her hair or paints her toenails red. I couldn't stand it if she snores, or worse still, was breaking wind in bed. I don't mind if she stutters, but I couldn't stand false teeth. To hear them going kick, kick, clack while she'd be chewing me. I don't want to work with go for hairdos or plaster with mascara. Manicures or pedicures, the cost of them the terror. Non-smoker and teetotaler, content to knit at home. The kind of a one you read about in the island zone. I don't want the one that waxes, there's nothing wrong with hairy shines. But hair like a billy goat underneath the axles, no thanks. I'm looking for a woman that's young and strong and healthy, with no airs or graces, but I wouldn't mind if she was wealthy. Now I might be turning grey, and now I might be burning eyes and gone grey in the head. But with that said, I'm Viagra, I'll shake the penny bed.
Come on, Tom Hurley here.